and welcome to my channel. My name is Autumn Embers and today I am building a Art Deco house for my series of houses through the ages. Now I could have done this or made this house without the help of the Twisted Mexi tool mod. I have finally got it after months of admiring it and talking about it and going, oh, I'll get it next month sometime, and then never getting it. I finally got it because, like I said in my last video, which was the Chilling Adventure of Sabrina, I said I was just, feeling a bit flat. The weather was a bit flat. I was kind of feeling a bit flat with the items that we had in the game, and normally when I feel a bit flat, a little bit bored with the items in the game, I would normally buy a pack that I don't have, and I was like, I could do that, but that means I have to spend money that I don't really have. So I was like, okay, let's just get this Twisted Mexi tool mod because I've been admiring other people's builds that have used this tool mod, and I'm again, oh, it looks so good, it looks so pretty, I want that. So I thought, I know, let's just do it, just sod it, just do it, just download it. And it was really easy to download. It was pretty much like downloading NECC, and I opened up the game because I was so excited, and I got a new fresh lot with nothing on it, and I was like, okay, this is going to be great. I'll be able to build so many new and different things with this tool mod. And I looked at the grassy lot in front of me and I was like, now what do I do with this mod? Because my mind just went blank. So I was like, okay, let's go and watch some tutorials, get a brief idea how to use it, and then watch some more videos on how I could use the tool mod to help me build. And I just spent an entire evening just playing about with this tool mod, seeing what I can do with it, what does what. I got a little bit confused at first. I got really confused, then annoyed, and then I was like, okay, I get it. It's fine. I've watched 100 tutorials. I understand. So this is my very first full complete build using this tool mod, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I don't think I would able to get the same looking results without this tool mod, so I'm really happy with it. And for this build video, I decided to pair the 1920s and the 1930s together. That is because when I was looking at the 1920s, what was happening during it, what was the building style at the time, I really couldn't find a building style. I couldn't really find what they were really building in the 1920s. I don't know if that was me being a right complete plonker and just looking in the wrong places, typing in the wrong type of things. I really couldn't find anything, and I fell asleep even though I wasn't tired, but I fell asleep. And so I was like, okay then, shall we just bunch the 1920s and 1930s together? Yeah, let's do that, because there must be something going on in the 1930s. So I looked at the 1930s and was reminded of the semi-detached 1930s home, and I looked at it and I was like, it looks very similar to an Edwardian home. I mean, I've already built one of them. They're very nice looking, but I've already built one of them. I don't want to build another one. I want to build something a little bit different. So I was like, no. So I was like, okay, what else should I build? There's got to be something during these 2 decades. I was like, okay, what is it? Then I was then also reminded of the Art Deco look, and I was like, oh, of course, yes, duh. And it would have been rude not to build a Art Deco home, so I decided to build an Art Deco home. This house here is an actual real life home that we have in the UK. It is in Devon. It is, hang on, it is, where is it in my book? It's a grade 2 list. Yeah, there you go. It's a grade 2 listed home. It was built in 1935 to the design of architect Melville Albin. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And I'm so happy the fact I found this. I found a couple of 1930s Art Deco homes built in the UK. I just had to pick out the one that felt to me more Art Deco-esque, and I picked this one. So normally I would go through who was reigning at the time, and I shall do that. So we have George V. He reigned from 1910 to 1936, overlapping the Edwardian period a little bit. Then we have Edward VIII. He went from June 1936, but then abdicated in December 1936. I don't think he was crowned during that time. He wasn't there for long though. Then we have George VI. He went from 1936 to 1952. Some people may know him as the King from the King's Speech. So in the 1920s, we had the vote extended to working class men and women. Women at Oxford University were allowed to receive degrees. That's great. And then in October 1922, BBC started its first daily radio service in London, which included the news, music, drama and talks. And then we have 1928, the vote was extended to all women over 21. Then we have November 1929, John Logie broadcasted some of his first experimental television, and it was in black and white, of course. Then in 1929, the Wall Street crash in America was the beginning of the Great Depression, but just generally overall, by the sound of things, the UK economy wasn't great beforehand. But in saying that, it may say, oh, that's a bit. But in saying that, the 1920s was a great decade for women because women felt more confident and empowered, and this reflected with the shorter haircuts, shorter dresses, and the ability to drive motor cars and other bits and pieces like that. I think some of it also said they were drinking and smoking. So what happened in the 1930s? Pluto was officially discovered and named as a planet until 2006, when it was unfortunately demoted to a dwarf planet. I will forgive you if you first thought of the dog and not the planet, well, ex-planet. Not much happened during this time, so much so at one point during the year, BBC News announced there was no news at 8:45 p.m, so play some music to the end of the programme. And then in 1939, on the 3rd of September, Britain declares war on Germany. So that's what happened during the 1920s and the 1930s, but let's talk about the Art Deco style since I have now moved inside. So, the Art Deco appeared in France just before the World War I, but was developed popularity in Western Europe and the United States during the 1930s. Art Deco was a chance for newly millionaires to show off their wealth, taking inspiration from the newly discovered King Tut's tomb in Egypt and innovations in travel. The Art Deco was characterized by geometric lines and abstract forms. Art Deco interior design was lavish, bold, and very simple and, in your face. Materials used were ebony wood, mahogany, ivory, velvet, leather, opal glass, mother of pearl, and exotic animal skins. Hence the zebra print rug that we have in the living room. I also use that rug all over the place because I really didn't expect that. I was like, really? Okay. I don't really know much about the Art Deco era apart from, black and gold, and that was about it. So shapes and patterns include nature-inspired motifs like leaves, branches, nudes, and stylized animals were often paired with straight lines in geometric patterns, including trapezoids. No, hang on, I think I said that wrong. Trapezoids, zigzags, chevrons, and sunburst motifs. So I could find the the vintage glamour stuff pack. We have the sunburst clock. Normally they would have a sunburst mirror, but we don't have that. We have a sunburst clock, so it's fine, whatever, that's close. Materials and finishes were marble, crystal and glass, plenty of mirrors, gold-plated metals or brass, polished wood with a high shine finish, like walnut, ebony, maple and ash. So colours, like I said, when I think of Art Deco, before I read anything about the Art Deco style, I thought about black and gold, but that was it. I didn't expect that it would also include silver, white, green, blue, yellow and pinks. I wasn't expecting any of that. I was like, really? Yellow, pinks and greens? Alrighty then. Okay. I do have to say, I think I really lean towards the pinks and the greens in this house. I did use black as an accent colour because I think somewhere I read that black was morely used as an accent colour and not as a big, bold, dominant colour. It was just there as an accent colour, which makes sense because, you know, it's a bit dark. Also, oh yeah, I forgot, cream and beiges normally found in the dining room and the bedroom. They also liked a bit of pastel pink as well. So in the dining room, I went for like a beige colour because, like I said, they used beige in their dining rooms. Also trying to keep it in a Art Deco style. So that's what I did. Kitchen, I always find it hard to do these kitchen when it comes to houses through the ages because this game is quite clearly a very has a very American style. This is basically based on what was happening in the United Kingdom or England, and it's really hard to build something that is so modern and American, and so I think I did pretty well. We do have quite a lot of 1920s, 1930s Art Deco style stuff in this game without even owning the vintage glamour stuff. I did use some bits and pieces from the vintage glamour stuff, but I didn't, you know, go fully overboard with it because it felt like the stuff in that pack was very aimed towards a very glamorous chic hotel in New York. I was trying to decorate the interior of a 1930s house in Devon in the UK, so I was like, I'm not going to use that because I'm not doing a hotel, love. So other things that they like to put in their Art Deco homes include sculptural lamps, hence the sort of like romantic stuff. She called sculpture. I sized her down and put her against her lap stand to create that sculptured lamp look. And furniture. Bold textures with geometric patterns, black and white geometric floor tiles. I didn't get that to put in this house, but I managed to get it outside around the pool. I think pool is my thing. If not, whoopsie doopsies. Large geometric rugs, a cocktail tray which I did put downstairs in the dining room, bar cabinet, stuff inspired by Egypt and worldwide travel. So I did use some items from Jungle Adventure and what's the other one? Island Living, because as I was just pushing down a few more details, a few more pictures here and there, I noticed the Island Living stuff. It has a very high shine finish. Like I said, that the Art Deco style loved that thing. So I was like, oh, it had to be now, didn't it? Just as I stopped recording, just as I finally finished the build, I realised that the Island Living stuff has a very high shiny looking wood with the colours that I need. Oh, nuts. Okay, fine. I'll just put a few bits in here and there. So I couldn't have done this build, one with the twisted Maxim hood and two with the artwork from the gallery, because the artwork that we have in the game just from the build mode stuff, it doesn't really cater towards the Art Deco look, which is perfectly fine. But I was doing Art Deco and it would have been rather handy to have some Art Deco artwork in there, so I went to the gallery, tried to find some Art Deco bits and pieces that included leaves, jungle, big cats, couldn't find any big cats, and just all like geometric patterns and stuff like that. And I managed to find some. As you can see, I've got them surrounding this house, and I wouldn't be able to do this house and make it good as kind of looks. I think it looks pretty good. Without those pictures, I'll pop the names of the people who did those artwork in the description box below, because I can't remember all of them off the top of my head. So I will do that, just to give credit to them, because yeah, like I said, this house want to come together and look as good as it does without those pictures. So I was really happy that I could find some Art Deco-esque looking pictures on the gallery, because yeah, they really brought the stuff together. So this is a teenager's bedroom. I really like the way it looks. We've got lots of like mahogany-esque wood. I think this kind of like honey coloured wood is a little bit light for the Art Deco style. But like I said, this is a real life house in the UK, and I managed to find some pictures of the inside, and by the looks of it, the archways were using this kind of wood colour. So I was like, okay, let's use that then, because we have more of this honey wood colour than we do like the deeper mahogany kind of wood that we can see on the island living kitchen counters that I have downstairs. That would have been perfect, but we have more of the honey wood colour, because that features a lot in the tiny living stuff pack, and bits and pieces of the tiny living stuff pack I thought was perfect for this Art Deco kind of style. So that was brilliant, that was great. I really love this study, because you do see me kind of like leaving it as just like a white wall. I do go and change it to a island living wallpaper, because like I said, I only just discovered right at the very end of the build, I discovered that island living had kind of the wood shine and kind of more the wood colours I was looking for, so that was a bit of a bummer. But I love it. When I put down the wood wallpaper, it looks brilliant. It really looks like like an Art Deco library type of thingy bob, and I really like it. So yeah, this is my favourite room. You get to see it in the screenshots with the wood covering, but I really like it. I had to size down the rug there with using tool mod, even using the tool mod just for those little things, just even scaling down an item because you really like it, but it's a little bit too big for your room. Scaling, just using the tool mod just to scale stuff down is brilliant. So yeah, I do show you the bathroom in this build because I found a picture of an Art Deco bathroom, like a 1930s Art Deco bathroom, and I found that pink walls with black tiles surrounding the sink was a good idea, was a good thing to do. So that's what I did with the bathroom. It took me a while to get the tiles down in the place I wanted them to be. I was really trying to get a lot more yellow into this build because, like I said, I think I leaned a little bit too heavily towards the pinks and the green colours. I really like this bedroom as well. So with this bedroom, I went really dark. I went for like a really dark emerald jewel green colour, which was another thing that you would normally see. And I was really happy with it. It took me a while to figure out a nice headboard for this bed. Because I tried a whole bunch of different things using the tool mod, and then I thought, what am I doing? I'm just, making this a lot more complicated than it really needs to be. And this whole style is just about being bold and simple, and I was making it way too complicated, so I just changed it. The headboard, and I'm much happier with it. It looks more Art Deco style wood. So yeah, I really love this room because the rest of the rooms in this house either have like a light pastel pink on the wall or like a white colour, but this room and the study both have like a really dark wall covering, and I love it because I like dark colours over pastel colours. I love them. So just doing the yeah, I remember. So as I was looking up information of like Art Deco, what was the style, what was the thing, I also found pictures, and I found many pictures with like really chunky furniture to the point where if you could lift it up and you accidentally drop it on your foot, you'll be like, bye bye foot, no more foot for you, because yeah, it looks really proper chunky and really like hard to lift up. And I found some Jungle Adventure what's it called, wardrobes. They're a bit short, so because I think they're more like chest of drawers, so I stacked them one upon like atop of each other, and I think it looks great. It looks like really proper chunky, heavy looking wood or like a wardrobe, and I'm really happy where it looks, because yeah, I was seeing like a lot of like chunky, heavy furnishing, and also has sort of like the more ornate looking style that you would see in the Art Deco. Like I said, I did the bathroom. Now because these windows are twisted around on an angle using tool mod, the rooms themselves aren't technically complete. The game doesn't see them as a complete room, therefore the light from the outside is coming in. So that does mean the lighting's rather strange and weird during the night. I did go through a phase where my sim kind of looked like a ghost when she walked in through the room. And so I took away some of the lights, trying to keep it well lit, but not to the point where your sims look like ghosts. So you do got to be careful with that. The lighting in this bathroom and the kids' play area does look a little bit weird during the night time, but I think I got like a good compromise between the two of being well lit and dark. And so I think I did a good job. It was the right pain and bolt to figure out, because I really wanted to try out the bunk bed thing that you can do with the platforms. I really wanted to do that because I haven't really played much with the platforms of late, because you know, builds that I'm building don't really, you know, need platforms. So I was like, oh, I could do the bunk bed thing, Bob, that I've seen lots of people do, and I want to do it. And I did try it. These little cabinets underneath the bed doesn't really work, which is a shame, because you do see lots of beds with cabinets underneath them, so that's annoying. But I got the bunk bed thing to work, but like I said, the lighting was awful. I couldn't cope with it. It was just too weird. I was like, this child deserves a decent lighting in their bedroom. So I basically just walled off the platform part from the kids' bedroom, leaving an archway for the ladder so your sims can actually access the platform bit. And so the kids' bedroom does have just a normal lighting, which is brilliant, and I just basically suck the bed down to floor level, and I basically got like a little window into the play area. But I really wanted it to happen, to have this play area slash bunk bed area, because I got the platforms in there anyways, and I couldn't make it happen. But one day I will build a house that has a platforms, that has platform bunk beds and play areas, and it won't have funky weird lighting because it won't be a curved wall or well curved windows. This is a kid's bedroom. I decided to throw the Art Deco look out the window and just go for a normal looking kid's bedroom. And just to make clear, the entire look for the interior of the house has been inspired by Art Deco, but our sim has just moved in and went, oh, it's Art Deco, is it? Alrighty then, let's go and decorate the house in a sympathetic Art Deco style, adding a few more Art Deco bits and pieces, but still keeping into the modern here and now look. So it's a nice in between modern and the Art Deco style. So this is where I'm going to leave you. So please like and subscribe if you have enjoyed watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and please keep safe, and I will see you on the next one, which would probably be the Dark Sleeping Beauty home. I'm so happy with the way it looks. It's a castle and it has great lighting in Hollow Creek. Is it Sleepy Hollow? The evil world for vampires. It has great lighting. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you here. So thank you.